Hi everyone, Jane here at Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now you're looking at the brand new 2017 Highlander all-wheel drive limited. Now this particular vehicle is in Blizzard Pearl, however there are a variety of colors that it does come available in, which I will list in the description below. But as for right now, what I'm going to do is give you a quick little walk around the exterior, show you some of its features, and then I will bring you inside. Now I also want to apologize in advance if you can hear a bit of wind noise in this video, as we are having quite a windy day here in Brampton. Starting at the front here, we have this beautiful grille. It is of course chrome and your chrome Toyota badge. We have projector style halogen headlights, LED daytime running lights, as well as integrated fog lights. On the sides here, we have 17-inch chrome alloy wheels. We have color key door handles. Fuel cap will be on the driver's side of the vehicle. On the rear here, our liftgate has its own windshield wiper, of course, and your chrome badges. It is an automatic liftgate as well, which I'll talk about more in the cargo section of the video. Love that the taillights do wrap up along the side of the vehicle. You have silver painted roof rails across the top. And lastly, you have signals integrated on your mirrors. So there you have it, the exterior of the 2017 all-wheel drive limited Highlander. Let's go inside. So before I bring you inside of this gorgeous SUV, I just want to point out what the key fob looks like. So it's going to look something like this, and as you can see, there's no physical key. So what this is our smart key system. As long as this key fob is in your purse, pocket, or anywhere on your person, you don't even need to press that unlock button. Your car's actually going to sense the keys there, and simply by pulling the handle, it will unlock for you. So ladies, those big purses that you got to dig through, no more. Now on the driver's side door here, we have our controls for your power windows as well as your power locks. And as you can tell, all four windows will go up and down automatically with one push of a button. We also have our side view mirror controls here. Very simple to use. Just switch it over to the left-hand position, use it like a joystick to move them around. Do the same on the right, and once it's back in this center position, nothing will move. At the bottom of the door there, we have a spot for bottle storage as well as regular storage. And right by the handle here, this is our driver's seat memory. So if you don't know what this is, you can actually set your seat specifically how you want it and return back to it with a push of a button. So I think this is a pretty great feature, especially when you have more than one driver for the vehicle. Now before I bring you completely inside, I also just want to point out that it is a 10-way power adjustable driver seat, which is what allows that memory system to take place. However, not only do I think this is convenient, I think it's very safe, especially when you want to adjust your seat when you're already on the road. Let's bring you completely inside here now. Because it is a smart key car, we do have a push to start. So if you don't know how to start a push to start, the trick is to push the brake and then just push that button and the engine will start up for you, no problem. On the left-hand side of our steering wheel here, this is part of our Toyota Safety Sense. We do have automatic high beams, so I know tons of people forget to turn them off when a car is approaching. Well, this car will do it for you, and they work wonders. This is our start and stop technology that you can actually adjust. So there's standard version and extended. So this is almost like a hybrid vehicle. However, it has a V6 engine in it. But when you're at a red light and you're idling for a minute, it will actually turn off the car. So it's quite eco-friendly. This is pretty cool. I'm going to push this button, but I'm going to show you our display. So this is giving you a full wraparound of the vehicle. And when I click this button, it's going to give me a full wraparound looking from like a bird's eye view perspective. So you can do this before you start driving, and it's going to give you that peace of mind that there's absolutely nothing around you or in the way. Pretty awesome. You can actually have this on for while you're pulling out of the parking lot as well. It won't stay on completely while you're driving, but for that initial movement, you can definitely keep this on just to keep yourself really, really safe. So pretty awesome feature they've added in this 2017 Highlander. We also have our automatic liftgate button. We have our windshield wiper de-icer, which is fantastic on these cold months like we're having. We have a heated steering wheel, amazing feature again in these cold months. And we have our parking sonars. We have a little storage container here. Down here is where you can find your fuel cap release and your trunk release, and your emergency brake will be on the floor of this vehicle. On the steering wheel, we have tons of controls. It is a leather wrap steering wheel, so not only does it have tons of function, it's also very comfortable in your hands. So we do have our volume up and down, our up and down arrows, our mode, as well as our voice recognition, which by the way works wonders. We have our pickup and our hang up for our Bluetooth. On this side here, all of these are for your multi-information display, which you can see right there in the center of your dash. So simply by clicking through it, you can see all the different settings. So definitely something to tinker with if you are looking into buying a Highlander. Just underneath those buttons, these are also part of our Toyota safety sense. So this one here is our lane departure alert with steering assist. What that's going to do is if you do start to drift out of your lane without noticing, your car's actually going to alert you that you're doing that. It's going to take over your steering and it's going to bump you back into the lane that you're supposed to be in and hopefully prevent an unwanted collision. This here is our dynamic radar cruise control. So we have cruise control down here as per usual, but with our dynamic radar, it uses sensors and it keeps your car a certain distance from the car in front of you. So if that car decides to slow down, your vehicle's automatically going to slow down as well. So again, that's to prevent an unwanted collision. Now, one more other thing that's included in our Toyota Safety Sense is our pre-collision system with pedestrian detect. So that's, again, yet another wonderful safety tool to prevent unwanted collisions. But it also works through sonars and it's going to be looking for things that are stopping in front of you as well as people. So I think that's pretty cool. Now moving into the center here, we do have a giant touchscreen display. It does come integrated with AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, a CD player, a reverse camera, as well as the navigation system itself. So tons and tons of good stuff in here. Simply by clicking that map one time, it will open a home screen. It is very updated, and as I mentioned before, that voice recognition works wonders. So yet another wonderful safety tool to keep your hands on the wheel as much as possible. Now I'll quickly throw it into reverse for you because it's not a regular reverse camera. We have a dynamic reverse camera as well as a bird's eye view reverse camera. So as you can see, those yellow lines are kind of tilted, and that's because my wheels are turned right now. So that's going to show you where you're going. This here is our bird's eye view, and I don't know if you saw that little car come up. That's actually just because a car was driving in my blind spot. So my blind spot sensors on my side view mirrors are going off, as well as a little beeping noise, and I can see it in that rear view. So all for safety, but all amazing features. Just underneath that screen, we have dual air zone in this vehicle. Actually, it's tri-air zone, which I'll talk a little bit more once we get to the back seat. But for the front seat, you can adjust the temperature from the driver's side to the passenger side. So if you are going on those long car rides, no need to bicker because everyone can be very comfortable. Underneath all of that, we have our USB input as well as our auxiliary input and tons of power outlets. So feel free to listen to all different types of music and charge all your devices. We have our traction control, our snow mode, our downhill assist control, as well as our locking differential. So we have tons of different settings there to make sure that you are safe in whatever conditions the Mother Nature has to throw at you. Now, we do have an automatic transmission in this vehicle. However, you can flip it over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to do gear changes yourself. Great feature, especially when you are towing things around. And both of our front seats here are heated and ventilated. So you can have either like an air conditioning coming through them or keep them nice and hot. So again, comfortability for every season, we have it for you. We have our two giant cup holders, and for a little more added storage, you can open this up. There's again another power outlet in there, as well as a removable tray. As for the seats are a beautiful leather bucket seat. They are perforated to allow for that ventilation and heating. Now they have this beautiful trim going all the way around them, which is actually continued onto the doors. You can see that color there, and it's down here as well, this nice brown color. So it's really well accented. But we're not done yet. Up top, we have a panoramic roof, which of course the front does open. So in those warmer months, it is very, very nice to have that fresh air. And all your controls for that are going to be right up here, beside our garage door openers as well. And just to top it all off, we have a sunglass holder with a little cushy pad on the inside. And my favorite feature of them all, this is kind of like a little mirror so that you can keep your eyes on whatever's going on in the back of your car, but keeping you safe because it is keeping your eyes on the road as well as you're not turning around to look at people. So there you have it. There you have it. The front seat of the 2017 all-wheel drive Highlander Limited. Bringing you into the rear seat of the vehicle, that perforated leather material is carried throughout, as well as that beautiful like brownish lining that's going around there. So again, they're not just comfortable, they're also very eye-catching. Bringing you completely inside, we do have contoured front seat backs in this vehicle, so a bit of a curve to that seat just allows for a little more leg room from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. We do have seat back pockets in both the driver as well as the passenger side seat. We have bottle holders as well as regular storage in both the doors, and of course the ability of opening and closing your own windows. But that's not all for this second row seating. As you can see, they are captain seats, so you can only fit 2 in here. However, you can flip this up, which gives you a nice little table as well as a couple drink holders there. So I think that's pretty cool. We also have fold down armrests, and these second row seats are heated as well. So I think that's pretty awesome, and you have your own air control. So that's where the tri-air control comes in. There's also a power outlet located down here for us, so feel free to charge your devices without having to run cords to the front of the vehicle. One more thing before I talk about our third row seat is that on our windows here we have built-in sunshades. So if you do have younger kids in the back that you don't want them getting burnt on long car rides, feel free to pull those up. Now in the rear here we have a third row seat, as you can see. Now I'm going to get out of this vehicle and flip the second row down so that you can see it more properly. So simply by pulling this lever, 1 here and 2 here, that's going to fold flat, which gives you access to your third row seats. So as you can see, that is a leather material as well, with that beautiful trim on the headrest. So it continues throughout the entire vehicle and everybody will be comfortable, all 7 of you. But let's talk a little bit about cargo space. Now with the limited version of this Highlander, it is an automatic liftgate. So underneath this emblem, there's just a little button. Press it 1 time and that will open automatically for you. Great feature that they've included. If you are a shorter person and you don't want to have to jump to try and close that liftgate, it is height adjustable. So you can change it to only open to your specific height. Now, as you can see, I still have our third row seats up, and there's still enough room to carry everything that you would need daily commuting to school or to work. However, if you do want to have a little more cargo space and only 4 people in this vehicle, push these headrests down, 1, 2, and 3, and simply by pulling these straps here and pushing that seat forward, you can fold them flat, and you can do it to this side as well. So that gives you a lot more cargo space. Now you can go on weekend getaways or little road trips. But the kicker of it all is that that's not it. If you only have 2 people driving around, or even 1, you can flip down those second row seats as well. They will go completely flat. So at that point you can fit snowboards and golf clubs, building materials, anything like that. This vehicle has the capability to do so. To close your liftgate, there's just a button up here. Press that 1 time and that will automatically close for you as well. Now, of course, I saved the best for last for you all, the engine. With a vehicle as beautiful as this one, you definitely need tons of power, and we have provided you with just that. So under the hood here, we are looking at a 3.5 liter V6 engine with 24 valves and variable valve timing with intelligence. Now, not only does this give you the really fun ride and the power that you're looking for, it's also very fuel efficient. So you are looking at approximately 10.6 liters for 100 kilometers, which unbelievably brings you to under $2,000 a year in fuel. Now keep in mind that this is an all-wheel drive SUV that fits 7 people and has up to 5,000 pounds of towing capabilities. So that fuel efficiency to me is just out of this world. So not only is this car gorgeous from the exterior and interior, it fits 7 people, has all the safety features you could possibly imagine. It's reliable, of course it's a Toyota, and the best part of it all, you guessed it, it's not going to hurt that bank account for you either. So there you have it, everyone. It was my absolute pleasure to introduce you to the brand new 2017 Highlander all-wheel drive Limited. Now, if you like what you're watching, go check out our YouTube channel, because we do have tons of videos of all the cars, trucks, and SUVs that we have here on the lot, plus some extras. Also, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Have a great one, guys, and stay safe on the roads in these cold winter months.